Today on Nebraska WoodSTR, we're finishing up a wood bin run and making some corners. Let's show you. Hey WoodSTRs, my name is Mike. Welcome back. Glad you joined me again. Well, we got a couple of cages right here. We're going to turn into the corners of the wood bin. I will bring you over here and show you. The wind has been howling about 50 to 60 miles an hour for a couple of weeks. It seems like been hard to get some filming in, but here right behind me, you will see we are just about, that'll be easier to see. We are down just to the last bin. So we're gonna be making a couple of corners here today and getting that to kind of show you what my ends look like. You know, I've been thinking about here this morning while I've been splitting in the wind is, you know, how far out I wanted to go this way here. But I think we're gonna stop it right here at this other run here right behind me. You can see that back there. That way, if we do one more run at the same side, right along this north side here, we can pile some wood as it comes up in the yard. Because my plan, as we move into the spring and into the summer, is to get the rest of this wood yard cleaned out, to include that processor back there, some of that old wood that's been back there for a while now. We've got a bunch of those 17 cords still laying on the ground. I need to get up off the ground, but we'll just keep going here, get our way till April or till Easter. Once we got Easter inventory nailed down, then we'll keep working our way, start working on all of this stuff and get all this cleaned up. I've got some projects and thoughts around some sort of a building or a build project back there to start keeping my equipment up and out of the weather, or at least under a roof. So that's kind of my plan there. So we got quite a bit of stuff we need to get cleaned up here, and part of that is we're still going to have trees coming in, so I got to figure out where we're going to put those and try and keep them out of the way, and maybe keep them a little bit closer to where we're processing, splitting and stacking, versus hauling them all the way from over here all the way over to the Wolf Ridge. So anyway, let's get these corners built and I'll take you along. You can see they're just taking out the corner of this one here. This side right here will go right up next to the run that continues, and then this will be the corner right here. And then I did leave a little bit right here just for some structural support there. So I will get her in position and show you what she looks like. All right, here we go. starting to get the program here. So a couple things before I seal off this end. I'm going to give a little bit more support. I got some of that wire there. Last thing I need is those heads of those screws popping off and then that all piling out out into where I want to do something with, and have to deal with it and look at that for an entire year. So we're going to get some extra wire on there and get some extra support. Here we go. All right, there you go. Well, that's kind of how I build my ends. You can see this guy's gonna lean just a little bit back to this side, but with them extra wires in there, I'm not worried about it breaking until it does. But as you've noticed, I continue to put those pallets up there in case it's frozen when we come and get this wood, so I don't have to break all of those out with a sledgehammer and all them pallets and break them up. So, and a little bit of airflow isn't gonna hurt nothing. Otherwise, seems to work pretty good. Not sure if you've noticed this in the past, but one thing when we get to the end, you're gonna have to see how far that conveyor is away from the pile. I try and move it at 6 to 12 inches at a time, but when you get the ends and this tall piece on there, it wants to get into the conveyor. So we're an extra 1.5 feet or so away in order to clear. So that'll just be some hand thrown stuff. So I'll just throw some up there. We'll pile it up high, right up to there, and then I will just throw in and fill in that peak right there, and we'll just keep moving her until she runs over the front, and then this bin is full. So my hope and goal is that I have something that has pallet forks by the time I get to these bins here, and I'm curious when I reach into corner ones how much wood stays in there, and dumping it into a trailer or a pickup, or even these other ones that I just have for sides, how much wood is going to stay in there. There'll be a fair amount of it that I won't have to handle twice or throw into it, so we'll see what happens. And once we know what that program looks like and I get pallet forks, who knows, we might try a different program and just keep the cages full so I'm not breaking into them, and maybe just put bundle wood on the outside. Not sure what that looks like yet. So we are probably, call it 3 or 4 or 5 cords away from getting into the first wood bin back here. Bring you around. My first wood bin is right here, and you can see that. And right on this side of it is what we have to sell. These 2 rows, you can see that back there. Once those are gone, we're gonna get into the first wood bin and be interested to see just how that works, stacking or loading pickups, gathering bundle wood out of those bins. So that'll be a first for me, and hopefully it goes well, because I've got nothing but bins left. So 1, 2, the big boy bin here, and we're just about ready to finish up another big boy bin. So I think if I remember correctly, we said there was 14 cords in that guy there. So I would imagine there's gonna be right at 14 cords in that guy too. So pretty good going here as we move into Easter, the Easter time stamp, so we know how much we have to sell for next year. So anyway, that's how I do my ends. Thanks for coming along today. You guys know the program. Like, subscribe, and share. See you on the flip side.